Casey funny, yeah, yeah. Casey funny, yeah, yeah.
Oh, yeah. Yes, sir. We are back. Good morning, good people. Good morning, family. We are back in the studio with another edition of the program.
Yes, sir.
This is Spade podcast. We have a special guest in the building. Scoop, who do we have?
All right, so we have a wonderful guest on the show. Been wanting to have her on the show for a while now. It was a couple years ago. Bowie Town Center had like an event where they had different vendors and set up, and I remember going through the event. I seen a picture of Betty Boo, dark-skinned Betty Boo, and I was like, this would be perfect for my sister. And then I saw the trucker hats, and I love trucker hats, so I stopped.
What's up, Timo?
I stopped and met Brandy Wynn. She's a wonderful artist, designer, brand owner, and I like her message that she has through her brand and her paintings and stuff. So I wanted to support her. Got a hat. You don't see it on me now because I couldn't find it this morning going through it. But I appreciate her. She's a wonderful person, and I wanted to get her on the show to give her flowers. So, ladies and gentlemen, Brandy Wynn.
Hello, everybody. Thank you, Scoop.
No problem.
Anytime.
So, just introduce yourself, where you came from, what you do, all that there.
Okay, I'm Brandy. I'm the owner of Inner Flatham and Chocolate City Tennis Club. I'm from the D.C. area, PG County.
It's in the water. It's in the water.
Yup.
And I'm an artist and a creative, and my creative outlet is fashion and art. So, yeah.
Cool. So, what made was being an artist was like a thing that you naturally got into, and how early did you start? Did you start with your artistic, expression?
I started at a young age, probably like kindergarten, something like that. I didn't really know what I was doing, just using my imagination. But both of my parents are creative. My dad is an artist. That's the only job I've ever known him to have.
Cool.
And my mom is also creative. She makes jewelry and she sews and stuff like that. So
It's in the family.
yeah, so I feel like
It's in the family.
Yeah.
That's cool. So Inner Fly Dom. What made you come up with that name?
Honestly, at the time, I was really inspired by Currency in the Jet Life movement.
Hey.
I really messed with Jet Life real hard. So
Yes, sir.
He mentioned Inner Flatham in a song, and I just liked the way he used it. And I was like, that's cool. We'll make that, the name of my brand.
Yes, what's up?
I met Currency, and I was able to tell him that. So
Oh,
it's not
that's
like,
dope.
yeah.
That's dope.
That was years ago, but I was able to just tell him that he inspired me to, name my brand that.
That's dope because Currency is very underrated.
Yeah.
He's a very underrated rapper, and I didn't even like put two and two together because I'm such a huge Currency fan. You know what I'm saying? So for you to say that, it's giving me life right now. Because you don't really never hear too many people give him the praise that he deserved. So for you to be inspired by him is really cool to me. It's really cool. So you started in 2011?
Like the end of 2011, early 2012.
End of 2011, 2012. Yeah. Okay. I'm kind of upset.
Decade in.
Yeah, it's been a while.
Decade in.
Yeah, hey, doing something, like doing anything for like a decade straight, like you should be applauded. You know what I'm saying?
Facts.
Doing anything for that period of long time and keeping up with the quality and all that should be applauded. You know what I'm saying? I'm definitely gonna get that colorway that you have.
Okay.
That colorway
I got you.
is sweet.
Appreciate
You
that.
hear me? Got the Frappuccino brown with the little pistachio joint. I need that one specifically. But so question: the teddy bear.
Yes.
I know you said from Inner Flatum, you got that from inspiration from Currency.
Right.
Was the teddy bear inspired by Kanye, or did it come from somewhere else?
It came from somewhere else. So,
Okay.
And a lot of people ask me that question.
Yeah.
Like, was it inspired by Kanye? I am a big Kanye fan though, but I was painting a lot of bears at one point.
Okay.
So when I first started the brand, I didn't have a mascot. I had a logo, but I didn't have like,
A mascot.
Right.
Yeah.
So a friend recommended like, well, why don't you just make the bear your logo? Like create your own bear, put it on a computer, and that's just what I did. And if you look at the bear, on the inside of the eye of the bear is the original Inner Flatum logo. It's very small.
In the pupils.
Yes, in the pupil.
In the pupils.
That's how you know it's Inner Flatum.
You know what I'm
So
saying?
that's the original logo. And the bear is just, it's a conversation piece. It's what makes the products recognizable.
Okay.
You know? I was customizing a lot of bears at one point. But yeah, it's the recognizable mascot for the brand.
That's cool.
Yeah.
And what made you decide trucker hats? Because not a lot of people do trucker hats. And for me being a big dude and a bald head dude, that ventilation is everything. You know what I'm saying? So what made you trucker hats specifically for the hats?
Honestly, like it's been trendy for the past couple of years.
Yeah.
So that's why I got. I mean, in the early 2000s, Pharrell
They
were
were,
wearing trucker
yeah.
hats, but I feel like it came back, in the past couple of years. But prior to that, I was doing a lot of like bucket hats and dad hats.
Oh, okay. See, I see. Like once I get older, like when we was our age, it was snapbacks. You know what I'm saying?
snapbacks.
Yeah.
Snapbacks and fitted hats
Fitteds,
was like
yeah.
fitted hats was the thing. And I feel like with any genre of anything, history always repeats itself. So it's cool to see how things was cool back in the day and it started to become cool again.
Well, yeah.
Right.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
because when right before we were here on this earth, it was the snapbacks. Then it went away. Then it transitioned to the buckets and then the fitteds. And then it transitioned back to the snapbacks.
Right.
And you don't really see people wear fitteds much anymore. And then the dad hats became integrated. So, I mean, stuff just recycled, man.
For sure. Yeah.
So a dad hat is
You wearing it right
The
now?
structure,
Yeah.
yeah. the
You wearing it right
structure,
now?
wearing it right now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's cut. Yep, that's a dad hat.
Yeah. It's not quite a snap. It's not quite a snap. Most of them has the little clip on the end instead of the actual snap back.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So that's considered to be a dad hat because dads used to only wear them.
Right.
You know
No,
what
facts.
I'm saying?
Yeah.
That was the thing.
Yeah.
With dad and truckers, it was like you only seen truckers with that hat. You only
Facts.
seen like single fathers with that hat. You know what I'm saying? So to see it, you know what I'm saying, everybody, wearing them now as a sense of fashion is a wonderful thing. So this is very creative. I like people who don't just do what's just the norm. You know what I'm saying? Like, oh, I'm gonna go with the status quo because I know this worked, and you know what I'm saying? That's what I'm gonna do. Nah. Bunk that. Be original with yourself. Right. You know what I'm saying? Put out a product that you're gonna be happy of.
Yeah.
Not what's going to succeed. You know what I'm saying? What you want to bring into the table. And then if you put the passion and the work towards it, it's going to be able to be successful.
Yeah.
One of the things that stuck out to me was Chocolate City Tennis Club.
Oh yeah.
Chocolate City Tennis Club, I remember the conversation that we had when we first met. And you wanted to create that like the new polo.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But for us.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Because everybody know polo ain't really make they stuff for us. You know what I'm saying? So what was the inspiration of Chocolate City Tennis Club?
So my grandparents actually inspired that kind of. The answer to that is kind of all over the place, but I'm going to give you the best that I can.
Do your thing. Do your thing.
Growing up in D.C., you know, we were around, it's Chocolate City, around
Chocolate
all
City.
kinds of black folks.
Chocolate City.
You know, and I remember,
Not so much now. Not so much now. You know what I'm saying? They got some lotion. They got some lotion in the city now, but yeah, you hear me? You hear me? It's a lot of what you call them? What you say? Vanilla milkshakes.
Yeah.
No disrespect, you know, to our white brothers and sisters. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? It's a little gentrified now. Go
yeah,
ahead.
it's different.
Yeah.
Totally different. But my grandfather used to take me to like Tacoma courts over in DC by Coolidge to play tennis. And I mean, it was all black folks out there. So that's a piece of the brand. Like, you know, the experience growing up in DC as a kid around successful black folks. And, you know, just, I feel like it kind of goes against certain stereotypes.
Yes.
The other portion of Chocolate City Tennis Club is the historical portion. Because we call DC Chocolate City, but there's so many other chocolate cities in America. And, you know, we're often told
Detroit.
Atlanta.
Well, St. Louis.
Harlem.
Minneapolis.
Yeah, Harlem.
Minneapolis.
Yeah, no, bro. Yes.
Minneapolis.
Yes, bro.
In Minnesota?
Yes.
That's where Prince is from.
That don't mean the Chocolate City.
Bro, yes.
I gotta do my homework. My bad.
Yes.
My bad. I didn't know. I didn't.
Yeah.
It's all good. It's okay. But a lot of times we're taught in school that we come from an ancestry of slavery, and that's really pushed to us. But upon my research, I've learned that we've, you know, had towns and businesses that were thriving.
Yeah.
We're just not told about them. So,
That they destroyed.
yeah. So
My bad. Go ahead.
no, you're fine. You're fine. I just want to bring that to light because it's something that we're not taught about. So, you know, I haven't really gotten all my ideas out yet with Chocolate City Tennis Club, but it's coming.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, knocking that stereotype because you know with tennis,
Yeah.
rugby, golf. You know what I'm saying? That's considered to be white sports. You know what I'm saying? For a long time, it was the same for basketball and football until we start, you know, taking over. So to knock that stereotype down, I'm all for it. You know what I'm saying? Because stereotypes, just do nothing but put you in a box. You know what I'm saying? We are bigger than our stereotypes. You know what I'm saying? Now, granted, some of them are true. You know what I'm saying? We like chicken. I get it. You know what I'm saying? But we are we are bigger than that. You know what I'm saying? So for you to push that movement is commendable. You know what I'm saying? I love it because when I seen it, I was like, and I was just thinking about Vina and Serena. You know what I'm saying? And the pushback that they went through. I don't know if you've seen the movie about their father and they grind and all that. You know what I'm saying? To see that, and then you to have, you know, Chocolate Tennis Club. It was just like, I can't wait till the masses to get a hold of it because we need brands like this. We don't need brands just to come out with just clothes.
Right.
What's the message through the clothes? Because I feel like
Right.
art is a big vessel for messages like music. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
I feel like you can have a great impact with your message through art because everybody like art in any type of way. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
People even use art for therapy, and we had an art therapist on
So true.
not too long ago. So for you to use the brand, use that to push the message, you know, for breaking stereotypes, for highlighting us as people, you know what I'm saying? And in the cities that represented us, that strive, that used to strive, that they tried to hide, that they tried to devalue, you know what I'm saying? Try to make us forget.
Right.
what was going on back then, and through the cities of our people. You know what I'm saying? When we try to have a focus on our people, I don't want other people to feel like, oh, why are you just focusing on us? The reason why we're doing that is because we've been devalued so much through media, politics. Right. You know what I'm saying? We need to have unity, which is going to go into the topic that we're talking about. Unity within ourselves so we can be good. You know what I'm saying? Because other cultures do that.
Right.
Right.
And I don't feel like we do that enough. So to have people out here that's pushing a brand that's highlighting that is again commendable. And then have you ever really thought about it that way?
Yes, that's exactly how I think about it. I was just thinking, like you're saying it, like for example, right, like U Street. We're from this area, so we know what U Street has been like.
Yeah.
Or, it's not just a place to party per se. There's history there.
Yeah.
So, but it's not necessarily told that was like Black Broadway at one point. And there was a lot of Black-owned businesses. So you're exactly right. The brand was created to highlight, little-known information or information that's not shared.
Yep.
More so on the positive end of things.
Yep.
And I just think that's important.
Well, and
totally.
even going back to just like the history behind the brand. Growing up, we played tennis for fun.
Right.
I don't know if y'all did. I played tennis for fun. I mean, I just love sports.
On the Wii.
Me too.
Like basketball.
On the Wii.
No, you'd be surprised, bro. A lot of Black people play tennis for fun growing up.
No. My dad was like that.
Sport.
Yeah, I mean, not like for sport.
Yeah, just for fun.
But like for fun.
Yeah, my dad used to play tennis. He had the old school wooden racket with
with the
square to protect it with the screws.
Yeah.
We still got it at the storage. You know what I'm saying? So
yeah,
he was big on that. He was big on trying to like don't be in a box.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Because he was one of those old school OG cats where you wouldn't even think that he played tennis. So the fact that he did, it was crazy. Go ahead, bro.
Yeah, no, I mean, my grandfather took me and my sister. My parents took me and my sister. Like, we had like tennis rackets and everything, and it was just for us to get outside and be active. Right. And that was a thing for the city back in the day in terms of like just get outside and be active. It didn't have to be tennis, but just anything.
Right.
Like you would see Black families out everywhere doing, whether it was picnics or whether it was basketball pickup games, whether it was tennis, whether it was the swimming pool, because the stereotype is, well, Black people don't know how to swim. But if you're from the city, a lot of people know how to swim.
Right.
Because we had access to swimming pools.
Right.
So we did all those things growing up. And like Scoop said, first of all, to do anything consistently for more than 5 years is very, very impressive. Because throughout that journey, I'm sure there's been ups and downs. It's going to continue to be ups and downs, right?
Yes.
But to stick with it, to trust not only yourself, but have enough faith in knowing that this form of expression is going to provide therapy for people and continue to provide therapy to people, and you have the understanding that this is bigger than yourself. That is why we have you on the show, because our whole thing is throughout our community, we have no identity.
Yeah.
We have no identity.
Right. No consistent identity.
Right. So like Scoop said, other communities have an identity. As a community, as a people, we don't have an identity.
Right.
At all. Like our identity is consumerism.
We do. We just don't know. We don't know what our identity is.
Right.
We've been miseducated.
Misled.
Big time. All of that.
Yeah.
So.
And it's all been systematic.
Right.
And that's why like I tell people all the time, like don't shoot the messenger.
Mm-hmm.
Like I'm not against y'all. Like I'm for the community, but we got work to do.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? So if it gets a little uncomfortable in the process of us trying to do what we can on our level right now to affect change, like that, we're gonna get down to the nuts and bolts of, hey, we're fucked up right now. We got a lot of work to do.
Yeah.
Oh, my bad. I was trying to get somebody your IG so they can go
Oh.
to your page.
Thank you.
Yeah, man. That message needs to be an important one because they're trying so hard to reverse the progress we made recently. You know, as far as trying to again rewrite history for the younger generation. Like if you see what's going on in Florida, the way they portraying slavery and what we in our accomplishments is insane. And those bills are passed
Wow.
to do so. You know what I'm saying? So we need more media. We need more art that push the message of our people. You know what I'm saying? And that's a big thing for me because we thought, I said this before in the show, we thought Christopher Columbus was a hero.
Facts. Facts. Yeah.
Real talk.
Yeah.
Real talk.
Yeah.
There's not a lot of light shed in the schools of what we really meant for this country. You know what I'm saying?
We built this country.
It's deeper than what we think too. That's what I know.
We built this country.
Yeah, it's even deeper than just. We built it. It was already built
On
when
our
people
backs.
got here.
Facts.
We already built it when people arrived here.
Yeah, because when people think about indigenous, they just think of Native Americans. I'm like,
Right.
we were them.
Yes,
Facts.
exactly.
We were them.
That's what this is about. That's
Facts.
You know what I'm saying?
I want to
Facts.
present that information through the brand because I think that's the key for us, like to figure out, to understand that we were already here. We've been taught that we, came from somewhere else, and that's no disrespect to other folks. I'm just saying that Black Americans, we're confused about our identity.
Yep.
And also our identity has been changed in this country so many times.
So many times.
Labeled so many times that just, threw us in the trick bag even more. So we really have to start educating ourselves on, and people aren't going to present it to us. So we're going to have to go do our own research.
Facts.
I've said this before on the show too. We have so much access to bullshit. Right? So with that being said, if we have our phones and our laptops and things at our fingertips, we can look up anything we want to look up.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, who built the railroad system before the Industrial Revolution? We did. Slaves. You know what I'm saying? But who
The street light, the
who
air
built the
conditioner,
factories?
the screwdriver. You know what I'm
The
saying?
refrigerator.
The refrigerator.
Yeah.
I was like,
the broom.
I was like,
Just everything.
I mean,
lawnmower.
well, the light bulb.
yeah.
the light bulb.
The light bulb was really invented.
Yeah, because
By
what's his name?
us.
Who? Thomas Edison.
Thomas
did it?
Edison. He wasn't the
He wasn't the.
the originator of the
Yeah, he wasn't the originator. He's the one that got it. What's it called? Patent. Thank you. He's the one that got a patent, but it was based off a black man. I wish I knew his name off the top of my head.
Lewis Latimer.
I think.
Let me see.
The other thing.
Somebody fact check
of
it.
that
Somebody fact check it.
is that we weren't allowed to patent our stuff.
No.
So it was easily stealable.
Right, exactly.
Exactly.
Whoever was there at the time when somebody was the black person was trying to get a patent, it was like, oh.
I think it was illegal for us to get stuff patented.
Yeah,
Most
probably,
likely.
So much stuff was illegal.
it probably
Most
for us
likely.
to do.
it probably was.
It was illegal for us to drink a certain water fountain, to
Yeah.
go to a certain bathroom. You know what I'm saying?
You know the
Go ahead.
no, go ahead, bro.
What's the
Wasn't
name?
that
It was
long ago,
what was that movie? I'm trying to remember. I think it was Hidden Figures with Taraji.
Yes,
When she was the method.
Oh, incredible movie.
It was a wonderful movie, and I remember that powerful scene when when the manager was trying to figure out where was she at, and she was like, "It's no bathrooms.
Oh,
I have to walk miles to the gas station
Yeah.
just to go to the bathroom."
Yeah, that's wild. Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And y'all don't care about that.
All right.
Y'all don't even drink out the same coffee pot. You know what I'm saying? That was just such a powerful scene because that's what they had to go through. They had to go through that.
Yeah.
And to get lowballed and you put in so much work in. You know what I'm saying? The fact that she did that for NASA, you know what I'm saying? I shouldn't have just known about that through the movie.
It should have been taught in school.
You
right?
feel me?
Yeah.
It shouldn't have been like that. You know what I'm saying? And we get pushed Abraham Lincoln and George Washington and Columbus.
It was
you know
Louis
what I'm saying?
Lattimore.
Okay.
It was Louis Lattimore. All right,
Yep.
but you know what I'm saying? We got pushed all that instead of the truth.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That's all we wanted was the truth. Like learning about certain stuff. Like after high school, it was mind blowing. I was like,
But that is exactly why, bro. And I've said this before on the show. I'm at the point now where we have no excuses.
nah, we got the information.
We have the information. We are a better resource more than ever. Everything's at our fingertips. We have to stop blaming others for what we already know was systematically done to us. Right? We have the opportunity in this life we're living to affect change, not only within our community but like around the world. I mean, we've done it before. Like we've seen the civil rights movement. Like we've seen what can happen when we organize, right? Like we literally changed the world.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Other communities, when they organize, things get done. Like the Asian hate bill that was passed a couple years ago. When those Asians organized to get that bill was passed within, I think, a matter of weeks. You know what I'm saying? But we're all not on the same page
Right.
That's a fact.
right
Yeah.
now. Like we're all over the place. We're over here, we're over there, we're here, and in the process of being split up, like we're fighting each other. You know what I'm saying? Like I had posted a clip yesterday. I don't know if you've seen it, but it was another podcast host was basically talking about the systematic things that were put into place by the government to split the black man from the black woman, right? And I basically said, this is what I mean by incentivized bad behavior, right? We're fighting over crumbs on a plate that once had lobster on it. You know what I'm saying? Like imagine fighting over crumbs. Like, you're not getting any further than I am, right? By doing that, right? Because we're fighting for real estate that really don't matter, right? And that's community wide right now.
A corner that don't belong to another person.
I just want to say real quick, if we're indigenous to this country, right, then it really is. It is by blood and by birth. If we're indigenous, then it's our land and we don't know it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
We don't know that yet. And I think once we know that, then we can get together and unify, possibly. You know what I mean? But at the same time, we've tried in the past and it got knocked down.
Of course.
Like the
Because
Black Panthers.
it's not a lot of us in higher places for us to make any kind of movement with that, and there's not enough unity and pressure from all of us
Right.
to do.
Exactly.
Did you see the little movement that we made when George Floyd
Yeah.
got killed?
Yeah.
That just a little bit of effort of unity
Right.
made a difference. Can you imagine if we really put in the effort and be unified like that
Exactly.
on a consistent basis? Because I was I'm not gonna say upset because during the COVID we did need it like something to get our mind away from. But I was kind of disappointed that they played, man. You know what I'm saying? I'd have been like, nah, let's shut this down, Slim. Like we got to do something. Like shut it down, not shut it down for a night, a day, little unity post, not just the Black Lives Matters on the court. No, shut it down. We don't need to be doing this right now. We need to focus on the root of the problem. We don't need no end racism on the back of the helmets. I mean, that's cool.
Yeah.
But we need pressure. We need to put pressure on these folks. If every black athlete would have stopped their sport, the amount of money that would have been lost, movement would have been made.
But who are the owners?
Of course. But not, bro, if we was, bro.
That is why Kaepernick for me, like, if I ever have a chance to meet him one day, like, I'm gonna give that man the biggest hug, man. He put he risked his career. He gave up his career for the greater good of the community, right? And like you said, if all black athletes did that,
he would have still had a career.
Yes, exactly.
If he would have got more.
Yes.
Now, granted, I don't agree with every little thing that he did. I mean, you know what I'm saying? I don't agree with that. You know, every little thing, but the main focus on what he did was commendable. And I forgot the other brother name that did it with him. He couldn't really. It was too hot for him though. You know what I'm saying?
Was he a linebacker or a safety?
He was a safety. He was a safety. I'm forgetting his name. Is leaving me.
Yeah.
But he did it with him, and it was too hot. You know what I'm saying?
Because think about it, bro. Leaders are born, not made, right? So you may have these athletes and entertainers out here who make all this money, and that's cool, right? But when you die, you don't have that money no more. So what I'm saying is, while you're here on this earth, we all have an obligation to not only live a full life, but
leave it better than what we
leave
came.
it better than where we came. Right? So to your point, yeah, the end racism stuff and the photo ops, all that was cool. But you all really wasn't trying to affect no change for real, because your pockets are going to be affected because you're getting paid by white men. So they wasn't really built for that pressure to do an all stop to everything.
See, this is why this topic is so important in unity, man, because they cannot not pay and fire all of us. They can't do that.
No,
you know how many
right.
times I seen on construction sites that they did one of the Spanish people dirty, and last one of them left.
Yeah, facts.
Every last one of them left. Not one person. They bounced.
Facts.
And guess what? They all came back because that person that they did it for, they tightened up and gave them what they were supposed to give them, and they all went back to work. It stopped. It stopped. And you know who stayed? Us.
Right.
First of all, we the same. Us and Spanish, they roots come from Africa and all that. I'd have bonked out with them.
Yeah.
This is ridiculous.
Yeah.
That's my thing. And then people was shitting on Tyrese when he was like, I wish I was born into the Spanish community. I feel him. Not saying that I wish that, but I understand where he's coming from because the unity they have, they will leave. You're not about to do Pedro like that. What's wrong with you?
Right.
We not going through that.
No. Well, and
if we all go, all of us, if every man, look, if the hierarchy of NBA is LeBron, KD, CP3, Steph. If they would have came out and all been unified instead of just going on the ESPYs. Unified, we are not playing until we get some change. And hit every person in the NBA, not just black folk. Every person.
They're not built for it, bro. I'm telling you.
You can't.
They're not built
You
for
talking
it.
about money. You're not losing no money if everybody do it.
They're not built
What
for
money
it.
you going to lose? Because it's no sport.
That's what, listen, that's why, listen.
What are you losing, though?
Think
about it. And we all do it. What are you losing?
Endorsements.
I was about to say that.
Endorsements.
The plug.
That's why I said they're not built for it, bro.
Yeah.
My thing is they got to
they only care
gotta
about-
use somebody for endorsements.
They only care about their
If
bottom
everybody
line.
do it, who they going to get? Who they going to get? That's my thing. You're not even going to lose endorsements because who you going to get? If everybody do it, who you going to get?
Well, and what gets lost is by you standing up in front of all of us and basically saying, yeah, no, we're not doing this. You're going to open up doors for yourself that you didn't expect would open up for you.
That's a good point too.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So that's why I say when it comes to these athletes, yeah, they may give some money to some charities and they have nonprofits and all that. But what are you really doing for the community? You know what I'm saying? The example you use with the Hispanics and Pedro. They would be 15 deep in one house. And they all eating. Right?
Good.
No, when I mean eating, I'm talking like financially.
Yeah. I ain't mean like
right.
even though
Right.
pupusas is delicious, but that's not what I meant. That's
Because we used to do that.
it became frowned upon.
And what they do is once they put their money together, they save it up, they go buy the house next door. And they buy the next house. And the next house. And the next house.
You say a neighborhood or family. Like it's a neighborhood.
And before
they
you know
all
it,
fam.
they own the whole block.
Mm-hmm.
Literally, they own the whole block. We used to be like that.
Key word. Used to.
Right. And now, like I said, we're here, we're there, we're all over the place. We've talked about this before. We push our parents, grandparents, great grandparents, aunties, uncles, whatever. Yeah, now when you 18, you gotta get up out this house. You gotta go out there. Damn, you just set me up for failure. Low key.
Let me tell you something. I think my mom all the time because if she would have did that, I don't know where I'd be right now. You hear me? Even though I need to get about because just for my personal, but if she would have did that to me at that time, thank you, mama.
Nah, for real.
For real. You know what I'm saying? It's frowned upon. And that's the propaganda that the higher power pushed out.
It's a scam.
You know what I'm saying?
It's a scam. 'Cause, I mean, just
That's the push.
think about it.
More of us that look like us out on the street that we got to rely on the government. You know what I'm saying? For food stamps and stuff like that. It's all propaganda.
It's a scam. It's a scam, bro. Like, if you really think about it, right? In our area, the average cost of a house is, I'm gonna say about $420, $430, right? Your mortgage is already $3,000, right? So every month for 30 years, you got to spend $3,000. That has interest on it.
Right.
The American dream is considered a house with a spouse, a couple kids, and a dog, right? However, to achieve the American dream, there's more than one way to skin a cat. You don't have to have a single-family home or even a townhome to live the American dream. You make the dream work for you how you see fit, right? So, for example, instead of instead of doing a 30-year mortgage, that's $3,000. Okay, get an apartment or get a studio, right? That's going to be way less than $3,000, and depending on where you're at, bro. But for the most part, an apartment is cheaper than a house. Bro, yes. Are you serious?
The way you say it cheaper, like it's a big
Bruh,
difference.
Over a long period of time, an apartment's cheaper than a house.
Yeah.
Okay, so when
we had Julian, when we had Daryl on, and I was paying his mortgage for rent.
okay, when your water heater goes out in your house, who got to pay for it? You know what I'm saying? Stuff like that. When you got to replace the roof, who got to pay for it?
Yeah.
That's like 10 stacks. You know what I'm saying? An apartment, you just paying your rent, your utilities, and that's it. You know what I'm saying?
And maintenance come when they decide to come.
Right. I mean, but it varies.
Don't get me started.
Right, it varies.
Don't get me started.
Yeah, it varies. but what I'm saying is we're so caught up in what the American dream is and trying to achieve that, and we're setting ourselves back by trying to keep up with the Joneses.
Yeah.
Instead of creating our own lane and finding other ways to make life easier, not on just ourselves, but our family as a whole.
Yep.
So, I mean, we have to get back on the same page. We have to get out of this consumerism mindset, right? We have to keep our dollars in our community longer, right? By supporting each other, brands like yours, brands like Museum. All I wear now is Black-owned stuff. I don't wear designer stuff no more. I don't, because it's not made for us. It wasn't meant for us.
Right.
The minute I give my money to them other brands, like I feel as though, like, damn, okay, I just put money in a white person's pocket. I didn't put money in our own people's pocket. You know what I'm saying? But we're constantly Michael Jordan, right? His shoes, he even said it himself. They weren't. He don't make them for us.
Yeah, I'm pissed at Michael Jordan. I'm sorry. You can't get a military discount on this shit. Like
Nope.
Stores that have military discounts.
You can't.
You can't get a military discount on his shoes.
Can't.
I believe that.
You can't.
I believe that totally.
You can't.
Yeah.
But I mean, look. and Mike used to be married to a Black woman.
Her name was Juanita.
He used to be married. He used to be married to a Black woman.
Yeah, but with him specifically, I think he get a little bit too much flack though, because it's understandable why he get flack. But it's a lot of stuff that he do that nobody knows about. I know Eddie Thomas and Eton Thomas that used to play for him in the Wizards. He talked about how Mike do a lot for community and Black folks and never like put it in public eye. You know what I'm saying? He just do it. You know what I'm saying? And when I was hearing that, I was like, for a long time, it was like, MJ was kind of a sellout. You know what I'm saying? To us, to when you hear stuff like that, you know what I'm saying? When you hear people talk about the stuff that he's done, and I'm just like, I can understand you don't do it for the notoriety. At the same time, the impact of we knowing that you did that is way, way more important. You know what I'm saying? And I understand I didn't do it for that, but like we need to know that our heroes are here for us. You know what I'm saying? And when we see and hear stuff like that, it hurts, bro. Like Michael Jordan is the GOAT. And you hear things like that, and you hear the money he make from jails, and you're like, dude, like
That's a different Michael Jordan, I think. I think so. Can we look that up? By any
But
chance?
that was what I was getting ready to say.
Yeah.
Like, is this stuff that I can look up on Google and I'll be able to find?
That he
You know-
has done? Or?
As far as like what you're saying,
Mm-hmm.
because this is what I'm saying with these celebrities, man. You really not trying to help the community. You just trying to just affect your bottom line. Because somebody as big as Mike, right? Use your voice. Somebody as big as LeBron, like really use your voice.
Like, why are you trying to be low key? It's like,
Right.
I'm not gonna say he doing this, but it's like, okay, I'm gonna do this under the table so the higher power don't see it.
Exactly
You know
my
what I'm
point.
saying? I'm
Right.
still doing, but they don't see it. No, hell no, man. Let everybody see it.
That's my point.
Let the world see it. It's not about notoriety. It's about impact.
Right.
Impact. Let it be known. Let it be known.
Yeah. They don't want to, bro.
Why we know more about your gambling problems than what you do for the community?
Right.
Why does it take other players that know you? What's up, AJ? That know you and know what you did to speak up for you? And then it's like it's watered down because, okay, is he just doing that because he was a teammate?
Mm-hmm.
Is he just saying that because of that, or
Mm-hmm.
that really happened? You know what I'm saying? Even though they didn't have to do that, you know what I'm saying? They didn't even have to bring it up. You know what I'm saying? It's just like, why keep it under wraps?
Right.
Why?
Right.
It don't make no sense. Why do that?
Bro, because anything we do, anything that we accomplish, we want the world to know. You know why? Because it's gonna provide inspiration. It's gonna provide a level of therapy for people and realizing that, oh man, like there's some great black people doing some great stuff out here, right?
Yeah.
It's gonna inadvertently
Inspiration to the young folks. You know
right.
what I'm
It's
saying?
going to inadvertently open up opportunities for us that we wouldn't have had if we did not put ourselves out there. Right. So you have you have these celebrities with these big platforms, these big brands, right? But things that they do for the community or have done, like you never really hear about it. Because you know why? It's because, like you said, the powers that be, they don't want that information out there because that's going to affect their bottom line. Them endorsements are going to get slashed. They're going to get cut. They're going to get taken away. Bro, I'm telling you, it goes deep.
What if there's like a clause in their contract or something? Like
Could
this
be.
is, yeah.
It could be.
What is worse? Not doing nothing at all, or not broadcasting that you're doing something? What's worse?
I say not doing anything at all, honestly.
Yeah. Not doing nothing at all. Because if you are doing something, at least you're doing the work.
Mm-hmm.
But if you're not doing anything at all, and yet when things occur like George Floyd, and you're out on the front lines briefly, being a tip of the spear for the community, but then when the dust settles, you just go back to just doing what you was doing previously. I have more of a problem with you at that point than if you just didn't do anything at all. Like there's no participation, nothing, right? Because you're just doing it for the camera in that brief moment in time to help your bottom line. That's it. You're really not helping the community. Yeah. So there's more people at lower levels, at our level, that's doing more work in the community than these celebrities and entertainers that make all this money and they just blow it on stupid shit.
You know what that's like? It's like not to disrespect again our white brother and sister, but it's kind of like you talking to your boy Tom.
Mm-hmm.
You don't mess with no black women. You know what I'm saying? I do. I just take them out at a certain time. So you just don't. You strategic on when you mess with black women. So would you rather him not mess with black women at all, or you rather him do what he just said? It's like that makes you really think. Like, in that
Don't
moment,
do it at
you like,
all.
Don't do it at all.
Don't
You
do
know
it
what I'm
at
saying?
all. Yeah.
So it's like, are you gonna sneak help or you gonna broadcast it? You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like, why is it gotta be under the table? Why?
Do you think it's always like with malicious intent that they do it under the table, or maybe?
Nah, I think
Like Big said.
it's what he said. It's the fact that if you broadcast it, the higher powers is gonna see it.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like with the analogy I just used, if you're strategic, if you just out with with a black woman and you're Tom, your man gonna see it.
Mm-hmm. Your family gonna see
Your
it.
family gonna see it. You know what I'm saying? That's different.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? He was like, "Oh, I'm not racist. I mess with black women, but you only mess with them, so nobody see it though.
In the dark.
In the dark, at night. Y'all don't go certain places.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
And it's like, okay, so are you doing it just to say you did it, or are you really trying to make change?
Right.
Yeah.
It's different. It's like it's like a sympathy thing. You know what I'm saying? Or I feel bad, so I'm gonna do it, but y'all not gonna see me support the community. I'm just gonna do it so I won't upset.
Mm-hmm.
You know, the higher power.
Mm-hmm.
No, forget all that, because if we have more people to do stuff like that, and to really, because the money that you made ain't going nowhere. So if we
When you
put our
die,
minds, if we put our minds together and put stuff, and really invest in stuff that's going to bring us up, bring our community up, that going to bring more unity, and that bring more money to us.
Yeah.
And you don't got to worry about them. You don't got to worry about them.
Yeah.
If we really decide to do that, and we have people in power to do so, Oprah, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
She's a freaking billionaire. I'm trying to figure out how you walk around and people suffering like this, and you just sitting fat on your estate, and and literally you can write a check and end hunger. Like, that shit bothers me. Then they come up with, she did this, she did that, and I'm like, it's no impact by it. It's no impact. How many times we seen somebody drop 30 in a game and wasn't no impact? They still lost by 20 because it wasn't impactful.
Yeah. Imagine this is how I'm just get raw. This is how fucked we are, as a country. And don't get me wrong, I love this country. I served at the highest level of our government, but imagine not being from this country, right? You're not a citizen, and the government incentivizes you by putting money in your pocket so you can be a part of this culture. Meanwhile, we have homeless vets all over the country, just homeless people, period, all over the country. And yet, we're not doing all we can to get those folks off the street.
Man, the amount of money that we sent the goddamn Ukraine for the damn war, we could have ended hunger 10 times over.
Speak on it, bro. Yeah. No, you're right.
It was like 167 billion.
Yeah.
I just want to say, like, it's wild to me that they send all this money to other countries. They owe Black Americans an astronomical figure that
It's trillions.
is unheard of. It's past trillions.
It's trillion, yeah.
And then like,
It's like
when we
5
say
times a trillion.
yeah, and when we say reparations, and people are like, why do y'all need reparations? Every person that went through remotely that we went through, not even nowhere near, probably not even a 25% of what we went through, has reparations. Had reparations.
Yeah.
It's documented. We know that.
Yeah.
So you trying to tell me that all these folk can get reparations that they even go through a quarter of what we go through, but we can't get reparations. And when we say that, we are ungrateful niggas.
Yeah.
What? What? Go ahead.
I just want to say, like, let's say that we took all the things that Black Americans have been through in this country, like, to the government, all the levels. If we had a lawsuit or something, it would be like, I don't know, police brutality would be in there. Just there's so many levels of it. I don't think they could pay us for it. Like forced migration,
Jerose.
everything, you know? They can't afford to pay us back is what I'm saying, in my opinion.
I agree with that. And I will also add that if our athletes and our entertainers stopped everything they were doing and said we ain't doing nothing else until we get reparations, we'll shut the world down. Because
Facts.
Yeah, for sure.
number one, our buying power as a community, even right now, outspends a lot of countries, like GDP. And if we were to give reparations, like that will more than level the playing field.
Exactly. That's why I feel like they can't give them to us because in that case you got to give some land back. You got to give
A whole
money.
bunch of
You
shit.
got to give a whole bunch of stuff back for sure. Like
No, that's a
you don't
fact.
even know.
And my auntie made a point on my live. We still waiting on our mule.
The 40 acres.
And now
in the
40
middle.
acres in
Yeah.
the mule. We still waiting on that. You know what I'm saying? Native Americans got reservations and land. Ain't like we just said earlier.
We been here. Is that what you were about
We
to
were
say?
we were part of that. And that's one of my issues with Native Americans. You're not about to act like we wasn't part of that.
Yeah, but they know.
You know what I'm saying?
They know.
They know and don't do nothing about it.
Well, because they don't care.
They don't. Yeah, that's the point.
They don't care because they get money from the government.
That's the point, bro.
They're getting money from the
That is the
government.
point, bro.
They're not going to speak on us.
That's the point.
They getting paid.
You use what we can use and don't want to, and don't want to get it. You know who. You know what's crazy? The NBA does it. And you know how the NBA does it? The fucking logo. The fucking logo. Everybody know Jerry West.
Jerry
is the logo.
West.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Everybody knows Jerry West is the logo, but they didn't officially name it the logo. But it's Jerry West. You can see it very frequently. You can see it vividly that it's Jerry West. But if they not going to acknowledge that it's Jerry West because they got to pay him all that,
Oh,
they got to pay him.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? For the revenue and all that. You know what I'm saying? That's exactly what they doing to us. Exactly what they doing to us.
So going back to Native Americans real quick.
Royalties and all
A
that.
lot of the tribes and reservations, they have their own police force.
Damn, man.
They have their own police force.
I didn't know that.
They got a Navajo.
Yeah, they have
police.
their own police force. You can't even you can't even get on a lot of these reservations without being a part of the community. Like you have to go through the police to get onto the reservations. How you get your own police force? How? From the government.
Yeah.
You know
Yep.
what else? To expound on that Native American portion,
Mm-hmm.
a lot of us are from tribes that the government doesn't recognize.
Mm-hmm.
So, like, I have a friend that's she's from the tribe in Southampton, Virginia, where Nat Turner's from,
Mm-hmm.
she's a Nottoway Indian. The government doesn't recognize her tribe.
Wow.
You know, and this happens so much. Like, a lot of us have heard just being around our family, we got Indian in our family, not knowing that we're the actual Indians, but the federal government doesn't recognize that. You know, like my aunt, we're Cherokee on my grandmother's side, and my aunt was working with Native Americans, and she was like, you know, I'm Cherokee too. They didn't want to hear none of that because she doesn't have the look, if you know what I mean.
Mm-hmm.
We've been taught that Native Americans look
a certain way.
So when we find out that we're Indians, or we say we're Indians, it's hard for us to believe because we just think we're black. You know what I'm saying? So I just wanted to, you know, add to your comments on the Native Americans.
Yeah.
That's the same thing. Same thing with Spanish folks too. You know what I'm saying? I hate it when they be like, "We're not black like it."
You're black.
Literally,
You're black.
literally.
I guess I feel like sometimes with that though, they're going by like nationality versus like
It's the programming.
our idea, right, of what black is.
It's the program.
Because we're Americans, but we always label ourselves black.
This is a
You know what I
human
mean?
thing, though. That's human. Like we created that. Ain't nobody created that because in the eyes of the Lord, we all brothers and sisters, and we all under the same race, which is the human race. It was only one race on this earth. It's human race. We all the same race. It just depends on where we were at where we were going in the beginning of time. It depends on where our shade and where our culture at. It depends on different aspects of the world that we at. But we all the same people. Because even with white people, if you trace your history, your bloodline far back enough, it's going to come to what? To Africa.
To us. Yep.
Back to us. And black people are like, oh my God. I mean, white people are like, oh my God. Like, we are the same people. We're the same people. I don't care about if you don't believe in Jesus and all that. Cool. There's only one race. It's human race. We created black and Hispanic and Chinese and all that. The only difference is because you was over there. You was up north. I was down south.
Right.
Asian was on the east.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? That's the only reason why we look different.
Yep.
Because where we was at.
In different climates.
Same climate, same everything. We are all part of one race.
Different climates. So,
Thank you, Auntie.
so
When you cut everybody, we bleed red. We bleed blood. Go ahead, brother.
No, I was saying, different climate. You could be in this hemisphere. You can be in that hemisphere. Different climates. You're gonna have different color skin. Different shades. Different pigments.
That's a fact. That's a
know.
fact.
So,
Hey, question: Was that was that in your mind when you had the different colors like that with the bucket hat, or am I reaching?
No. I just wanted I feel like looking at DC brands over the years, like Madness, even the museum, the color schemes that I thought it was just very DC with the colors.
Okay. Yeah. Go ahead, brother.
yeah, no, I mean, so this is what I mean by we have a lot of work to do.
Yeah.
A few weeks ago, I posted something in regards to how much housing is, how much it's and how it's so out of whack, and I was like, man, the amount of taxes I pay out of my paycheck every single pay period. If it was no taxes, I would have my 40 acres and a mule.
Let me tell you something.
I'm telling you, because the tax system is a scam.
Yeah, I agree with that.
Why am I giving you a quarter of my paycheck? Why am I giving you a quarter of my paycheck?
To send somewhere else.
To send overseas.
Right. It's crazy.
I'm giving you over 25% of my check.
My thing is, brother.
Where's my money going to? I don't even know.
This is my thing about money, though. This is my thing about money. We print this shit. No. Let's just think about that. We print this shit. So I'm just trying to figure out what the fuck you need our taxes for? Just print some more money. Like, I don't get that shit, bro. That shit is dumb to me, bro. Like, nobody ever gave me like a real reason why they just don't do that shit.
Need to let me know.
That shit is dumb, bro.
I'm sorry.
That shit is dumb. Hey, bro, what? Because my dad used to work on the DMV back in the day, right? And like the Treasury building is not too far from me. And I asked this one of the dudes that worked there. I was like, yeah, so So yeah, why they just don't print more money? Because I don't get it. It was I don't remember exactly what he said. It was just a whole bunch of a runaround. You know what I'm saying? It was just like
was some bullshit.
I was just like, dude. I'm like, dude, print some more money. What the? I don't
Bro,
get it.
it's so stupid, bro.
It
makes no sense.
I don't get it, bro.
Where's my money going? I need somebody to answer that question for me.
Why do we gotta? What they? You know what they gonna say? They gonna say it goes to you. All right?
Yeah, just a little ice.
Oh, okay. What's the name? It goes to the what they say the police department, the fire department, the roads, school,
The roads.
the road. No, I'm telling you what they're saying. I'm not saying that that's where it's going.
You seen Florida Avenue?
The school, bro. I've been working at Tacoma Elementary, bro. What's the name? But when I had my first interview was 2022, bro. Like late 2022. These niggas has been doing construction still on the same road. I'm just trying to figure out how do you tear up a road and then repave it and then paint the little, lines for the road. You know what I'm saying? So you can have, the street lines. You know what I'm saying? And then do it again. Yeah. And then wait and then do it again. And wait, fix it the first time. What are we doing? Fix it the first time. You saying it's going to schools? I work for a school. Where's this money? We are struggling as custodians to get Pine-Sol and bleach and proper brooms and vacuums. Where the hell is this money, this tax money shit that you talk about is going? And I'm just trying to figure out where. Where's it at? We struggling. We struggling with the, I'm telling you. Oh, we only got this much. Bro, what's going on? What's going on? How? I did not think, I knew budget was bad when it came to school and all that. I knew that. I knew that. But like, when I went to do the, so I just knew just supplies wasn't going to be an issue. Fabuloso.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Sanitizer.
The essentials.
You know what I'm saying? I didn't think that was gonna be in trash bags.
Fabuloso's top tier though.
It is.
Like
The green apple
It's real
top tier.
Hey, it's real top tier.
Like the green apple and the lavender.
I like
Hey,
that.
I'm telling you, bleach and Fabuloso now, it'll fuck up it'll mess up your sinuses. I'm telling you, because the fumes are crazy. But to get them urinated floors, it get it done. It get it done. I'm telling you, it get it done. But I'm just saying, you would think sometimes we had to come, like my foreman, like, you know what I'm saying, we don't have the best relationship. But you know what I'm saying, what that woman does do, she'll come out her own pocket for stuff. And I'm like, we shouldn't have to do that.
I agree.
We shouldn't have to do that. Why the hell is she going to get bleach? Bleach. It was a time. It was a period in the beginning of this, in the year that we ain't had no bleach.
What?
You try to clean a pissy floor with no bleach?
What?
You try to clean a pissy floor with no bleach?
So how? Okay, time out.
I'm gonna say it again. Try to clean a pissy floor with no bleach. Then we had no Loso either. So we just out here thugging it.
No, sir.
No Pine-Sol, none.
Oh, okay, hold on, time out. So how did y'all clean it? With none of that?
Sanitizer, bro.
No, bro. What?
Wow.
Some of the degreaser, the regular degreaser we had. You know what I'm saying? It was rough, bro.
Who was y'all manager?
It was rough, bro. It was rough. And they saying we ain't had the bread. Like, what she gonna do if they don't got the bread?
So whoever's above y'all couldn't front the bill?
What I'm saying, like, bro, like you can't, my bro. That takes a different type of person to come out with their own bread. Now I'm not saying that I'm not saying that they don't do. I'm not saying that they don't do it.
I'm saying, but you have a supervisor though.
Yeah.
Right.
But she ain't about to keep coming, and she shouldn't have to keep coming out her own money to do it.
But you have a supervisor and she has a supervisor. So who's above
They're
her?
They're not about to keep doing that either. They're not about to keep coming out their own pocket for it.
But
I wouldn't want them to either.
Not only that, but what I'm saying is there's a hierarchy, right? So whoever's above your supervisor and whoever's above her supervisor.
Oh, that's different.
They need to front the bill.
Oh, that's the
That's what I'm saying.
That's downtown though.
That's my point.
They don't give a fuck, man.
That's my point. They need
That's
to
my
front
thing, bro.
They got to front the bill.
That's my thing, bro. They don't. Sometimes the PTO, they'll come through. You know what I'm saying? They'll come through. The PTO come through. We get some trash bag. We get a little. You know what I'm saying? But we shouldn't have to go through that. We shouldn't have to go through that. The amount of supplies that we had when I first came in. I'm thinking I'm like, this is the norm. You know what I'm saying? We got a little citrus stuff that we can make it, smell good and all that. A little dab, you know what I'm saying? We had little stuff. Bro, I'm like, where is it going? What happened? What happened? We struggling. We got to rationalize trash bags and bleach, bro.
So I'm going to just say this.
We got to rationalize that. No, real talk.
Yeah.
Like, this is real talk, bro.
Yeah.
That people don't talk about. You know what I'm saying? That people don't talk about. I can imagine what they went through in Duval, bro, when we was going to Duval, when we was going to school, when they was going. You know what I'm saying? Because we done seen the nastiness that they done did. Man, they used to shit in the stool.
Facts.
I mean, in the urinal.
Yes. Yeah.
And you don't got no supplies enough to deal with that? But what?
So
why am I rationalizing trash bags?
Why is
Why?
that? You know why? You know why that's the thing. You hit it. You said at the top, slashing the budget.
Oh yeah.
If you
They pocketing it. They pocketing it. Auntie, I know you're hearing a lot of cuss words. I apologize. You know what I'm saying? But what's the name? Nah, my auntie's
Sorry,
over
Auntie.
here.
I forgot Auntie was on the live. We over here just going.
Hey, look. Sometimes you need a cuss to keep your, like a cuss word is like an exclamation mark. You know what I'm saying? Like you can tell somebody, get off that porch. Get off that damn porch. You know what I'm saying? That's different. You know what I'm saying? It's a little, you know what I'm saying? A little more, a little more, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying?
It's a little more intimidating.
Yeah, it's an exclamation mark. It's just, boom. Like I said what I said. You know what I'm saying? Like, bro, it's ridiculous, bro. Like, I didn't think that I would have this issue. You know what I'm saying? You would think so, Ziggy. You would think it's like 5 cents for a bag and shit. But they would say it's so expensive because they get it from certain.
But my point.
It should have been an issue.
But the point that I was making earlier, bro, is, and I'm sure y'all have done this. But if you stay on top of whoever's above you, and you hold them accountable, as far as like I need y'all to raise this up. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? Because we can't do our jobs properly if we don't have what we need. And that's part of organizing. Mm-hmm. That's part of organizing, right? If we don't hold the people that are supposed to be in these leadership positions accountable, it's going to be business as usual. It's an election year this year. It's an election year.
Lord have mercy, boy.
Like, do we realize it's an election year?
Lord have mercy, boy.
You know what I'm saying? So
but you rather get shot or stabbed.
This starts is the
presidency.
It starts at the lowest level. Fuck the presidential election, right? Because in terms of our individual lives,
the local government,
yes,
that's what we really need to focus at.
Yes, the presidential election, okay, that's high. That's at a higher level, right? But in terms of our individual lives, our lives are affected by what goes on locally and statewide, right? But we don't care about none of that. We don't care about none of that.
We don't care. Or we don't educate it.
It's both.
Educate ourselves about it, and it's not really promoted. You gotta dig.
Right.
Stuff like
I was just getting ready to say.
It's not promoted, bro. It's not promoted. Because we be like, hey, this past District 9, 1.7, we cutting the bus driver budget in half. Whoa, who has decided this? We don't got no damn bus drivers. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Like, what are we doing? You talking about all this money. Why we don't got enough? Pay these bus drivers. Give us the supplies that we need to clean the schools.
Yeah.
We not even talking about teachers. No, we not even getting into that.
Right.
Oh, yeah.
I didn't even get to the teachers.
I'm a teacher.
I ain't even get to the teachers. I didn't
Yeah.
even know that. I didn't even get to the teachers.
Yeah. Yeah.
This is the bus drivers for you to get to the school,
Right.
and then the custodians for you to clean the school. I didn't even get to the teachers, the counselors.
It's rough.
These school boards, they don't give a fuck.
At all, bro,
They
all.
with all the foolery too.
At all.
They with all the foolery too.
You can't tell me that you care, bro. Why are we going through? It's just little stuff they don't care about. You know what I'm saying? They making decisions as far as the bottom lines and all that. I heard that they about to possibly extend the year, the school year, and make the kids come back sooner. So you don't care if the school get clean, huh? You don't care about that, huh? It's the logistic thing that they don't really care, the small things like that, because the simple fact that we have to deep clean that school, cuz. And we were working hard body for the timeline that we had originally
Yeah.
to get a certain thing done. You know what I'm saying? To make sure the kids this is suitable for the kids. Because where we at is mice, is roaches. We not pest control.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But we do what we can do, which
Right.
as far as deep cleaning when we can.
Right.
Especially over the summer. We take all out the stuff,
Yeah.
deep clean, wipe everything down and all that. So you trying to tell me that you're going to give us less time to do that?
Yeah.
You're going to give us less time to do that. And then when y'all come up, oh, is it done? No, nigga, it's not done. Because you done cut our timeline in half.
With less supplies.
Basically.
You know that old saying, shit rolls downhill?
Bro,
literally, you can't make this shit up, bro.
Well,
You
you
can't
can.
make it up, bro.
You cannot make this up, bro. Like I'm bugged out, bro. Like I was just like, what are we
But, bro,
doing?
again-
I seen a dead mouse in the classroom. Granted, I'm thinking the teacher killed him and was just lazy and just didn't pick it up. I was like, yo, you killed a mouse today? No. It was just a dead mouse. Just chilling. You like,
So how long they was gonna leave it there?
They didn't know.
Oh, okay.
They didn't know.
Okay.
Bro. My thing with the government, it's the little things and the little people that is just statistics to them. We're statistic, we're numbers.
Just a number.
We're not people. You know what I'm saying? And then when they want to have their regulations and stuff like that, and they come like, oh, you ain't do this and this and this, you set us up for failure. How we gonna do this? And you put what I just said as far as the timeline in place to us to fail. You know what I'm saying? Y'all not setting us up to do anything. How you gonna? That's like I'm saying I'm about to bake a cake.
Mm-hmm.
I want to bake a cake. He was like, yeah, but I'm like, you can't have these eggs and milk.
Yeah.
How the hell I'm supposed to bake this damn cake then? You got it.
Figure it out.
What?
Yeah, figure it out. Figure it out.
That's exactly what they do.
Yes.
In every situation that we talked about today, that's what they do. That's exactly what they do.
So this is what we've been talking about. With all that in mind, you take the bull by the horns and you hold whoever needs to be held accountable. You be the leader amongst your group and say, nah, like this shit gotta change. And you stay on top of whoever is above you to make sure that they are holding whoever's above them accountable as well. Because you're on the ground doing the work. You know what I'm saying? So you see what you have and what you don't have. Right? So this is what I mean by organizing. Even at a small level, just with that, you can affect change. Right? But if we continuously walk around and not give a fuck about our community as a whole, now I'm speaking broadly now, as a whole, it's gonna be business as usual, bro. The Montgomery bus boycott. You remember that? What happened? We organized. We walked to work. Miles. We walked miles to work. That bus system damn near collapsed. It damn near collapsed. Because we
ain't had no daggone car.
No, we walked.
You know what I'm saying?
We walked.
So it was either to walk or bus, and then if you was gonna do us greasy, then we gonna walk.
And that's what we did.
We don't have enough of that. We don't have
Right.
enough of that today.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
That's
We job
right.
watered down. We job some suckers for real.
No, low key we are.
We job some suckers for real. You know what I'm saying? Like when I was going through the stuff that I was going through at my other job, Red Robin, and I was just trying to get, and then it ain't like it was mostly black folk. And I was just like, if we come together and go to corporate, we can get this lady up out of here. Real talk. Because she was awfulness. She was pure awfulness, and none of them, I was just like, dude, I can't do it by myself.
Right.
I can't do it by myself. Y'all talking about it, not being about it. You know what I'm saying? Hey, it was dire back then. Like, you had to be about it. It was dire. I don't feel like
Facts.
we feel the direness anymore. You know what I'm saying? Because we got the liberties that they don't have. You know what I'm saying? There was a lot of things that we can do that they couldn't do back then. So it was kind of like, nah, we not going through this. Nah.
You know what it
Nah,
is?
and it's a lot of it's like we gonna give you a little leeway so you can feel like you're free, but not totally. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
I
I'm
was
gonna
getting
give
ready-
you.
I was
I'm
getting ready
gonna
on
give you a little bit. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna give you a little bit. You can do this. You can do that. You know what I'm saying? So you can feel the dire of the situation, and then when the shit hit the fan, we like, oh my god. You know what I'm saying? It's always been dire though. It's always been dire.
Facts.
It's always been dire.
For us, it's always been dire.
It's always been dire. It's not a time in history and shit like this
That's
ain't
a
been
word,
dire
bro.
for us.
That's a word. Yeah, that's a word.
It's been dire. We need a hat or something dire, like for real.
That's a word. Yeah. It's always been dire for us.
It always been. But we got the liberties to do other shit. You know what I'm saying? It's not really, we don't have that focus. And back then, we didn't have that. So it was like,
That's why I said,
by any
bruh,
means necessary. You know what I'm saying?
I've said this before, Brandy. It's very, very controversial. I don't give a fuck. The
I know
worst
where you're
thing
going from. Yeah.
to happen to us is when we got integrated.
I agree with that. And that's a strong stance, but it took away our businesses and it changed the whole trajectory of what was going on. And that's not to be, to talk smack about other groups of people.
Right.
But yeah, I think we kind of got tricked into that, to be honest. And then imagine if we still had our own sports leagues. You know what I'm saying?
The Negro Sport League.
My granddad was a bat boy for the Homestead Grays. So that's another part of history that he shared with me.
Okay.
And I'm just thinking, we have all these stars, even down to the college levels.
Now they getting paid.
Well, I mean, all the athletes that are standout athletes probably would have been at HBCUs because
Facts.
they didn't want us.
All back in the day, back in the day, the
Institutions.
Facts.
the back in the day when we didn't have too many opportunities to go in there, that's where they was coming from.
Yeah.
Greatest wide receiver that ever lived, Jerry Rice, HBCU. T.O., HBCU. Charles Haley, HBCU.
I don't think we finished with.
No, go ahead.
I don't think that people understand where we're coming from with the integration thought, you know, they might be like, that's racist. But if you look at the trajectory, like, of how things have gone for black folks since that happened, you can see why we would say that.
We getting played.
Yeah.
We've been getting played.
Yeah, we talked about this when Quan was on the show, and when he said it, I was like, that sounds disgusting. But then, like, we continued to have a conversation of it, and it was like, what we were just talking about, the direness and our unity withered because the simple fact that it came less of a necessity because we was integrated.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? It's because when we wasn't integrated, we didn't have a damn choice.
Right.
We had to do this. And even us being integrated, they still killed our shit.
But
They still killed it. You know what I'm saying? And then like with them doing that, because it's been the higher powers have done some awful stuff. I mean, like drowned cities. It's underground cities in the water. It's different, like different cities in Maryland and across the country that we're living on top of cities.
right.
That was us. That we was thriving. Black Wall Street. You know what I'm saying?
Lake Lanier.
Yeah.
Town under Lake Lanier.
Yeah, like
There's a few of them like that in America.
you know what I'm saying?
They were thriving.
Right.
So they were thriving, bro.
And they stopped thriving when they wanted to integrate. You know what I mean? And it doesn't come from a place of like hating on other groups of people.
No.
But I feel like for them to level the playing field so everybody can have a piece of the pie, that's when they integrated. Because we were so successful on our own. Like, you know?
We went from being in the slave master's field to inside the slave master's home. Think about it. When you in the field, because when you in the field as a slave, you in the hot sun. You in the hot sun, right? But there were slaves that worked in the home, right? So think of it. We used to be in the field, literally, right? But then once we got integrated, now we moved inside the house.
Mm-hmm.
So once you get that nice feel of the home on the inside, you feel free, right? That's where we're at right now in society, in our community. We're in the slave master's home.
And then there's so much in a struggle within our own community. It's ridiculous. And it's not. I'm not saying other communities don't go through this, because they do go through this. But the colorism, that and the homophobness that we have, that is, bro, like, we need to love all of our people, no matter the orientation, no matter the skin color or not. You know what I'm saying? It bothers me because we still have to live within each other. You don't have to agree. You know what I'm saying? What they got going on, but you still got to treat a person like he's a person. You know what I'm saying? Don't just because they're doing something that you don't agree with per se, that doesn't make them a bad person.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Or an awful person, or you better than somebody because you're lighter than them. Because back in the day, if we was in the same situation, I'd be in the crib. You'll be in the field and you'll be in the crib. So that means you better. No. And we have a lot of that, and it stems from that and continue to this day.
It's happening right now. We're all in the
You know
slave
what I'm saying?
master's home.
Bro, like, I'm not about to judge you if you light skinned, or if you dark skinned, or you like women, or you like men, or you gay. You know what I'm saying? I'm not going to judge you by them, judge you by your character. That has nothing to do with your character. Who you like and who you enjoy to be with and your skin tone, that has nothing to do with your character. It's what you do and who you are inside. We are too judgmental when it comes to our own people, and it's ridiculous. It's ridiculous.
The only person.
It's ridiculous. And the thing is, and they tote that Bible thing. You know what I'm saying? They put the Bible thing in, but they use it to when it's beneficial for them. You know what I'm saying? Like, I understand, like, bro, like you can have your political your religious beliefs. that's cool. You know what I'm saying? But my thing is, have that same energy for everybody. You know what I'm saying? Have that same energy, you know what I'm saying, with the pastors that's corrupted and all that. Because this good person.
Don't do it.
This good, no, fuck that.
I'll start naming
no,
off.
Fuck that.
I'll start naming names.
Good person, you rather not
names.
have this good person that's gonna contribute to the church, that's going to do something positive because they happen to be gay. But you got this awful ass, corrupt ass pastor that's embezzling the money they're supposed to have good for the church, that's cheating on his wife, having disrespect, having sex with all the damn people in the pews, and you raise them up like they no. We need to stop doing that as black folks. This is ridiculous. This is ridiculous.
Keep giving out.
That's one of the main issues that we don't have in unity in the first place. Because we it's a struggle.
We don't even have unity in the church now,
bro,
and we used to. Remember, and we've talked about this before. But remember when everything happened with George Floyd, you didn't hear no black churches speak up. You know why? Because they're getting paid.
No
by the
big
government.
Black church.
They're right. But they're getting paid by the government.
By the government.
Right.
When Umar said that, I thought it was just one of his bullshit. Because
No.
he be saying some bullshit.
Yeah, I don't agree with everything he say, but
you know what I'm saying? Like when he said that, and I digged them, I was like,
yeah. Why didn't they didn't come out and say anything?
But it's not about. It's not just that though. Tamir Rice, you know what I'm saying? Trayvon Martin, you know what I'm saying?
I'm just using that as an example.
You know
right,
what I'm saying?
yeah.
Like, because when he highlighted that with George Floyd, you had to you think back to them.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying?
Michael Brown.
You know what I'm saying? You think back. Why did that man had to die over Swiss Sweets? Over Swiss Sweets? Tamir Rice was he 9 years old.
Cleveland, Ohio.
9 years old. He is by his damn self.
Was he 9? I thought he was 12.
He don't fucking matter.
Right. Yeah.
He was 9 though. But what's the name?
Playing in the park.
By himself with a BB gun. He don't get no warning, no nothing. Pow, pow, pow. But goddamn going Kyle Rittenhouse
Right.
can shoot about 2 or 3 people and walk down the street with an assault rifle.
Taken in custody easily and alive.
It went to Berkeley.
No. But like, bro, he went all the way back to the crib before they did that. He left the state. They waited. And if it was no video, he would have never been in the court. And then there was no reason for him getting to court because why? They didn't charge him for Nathan. That old fake crime he was doing, I want to go. Let me tell you something. If I ever see him on the street, it's going to be a misunderstanding. I'm telling you, it's going to be some furniture moving. If it's a couch there, it's going to get moved.
Yeah.
For real. Real talk. I'm going to punch him in his throat. Like, that shit is crazy.
Well,
this shit is crazy. We need to stop. I'd rather. This is one thing that I hate with our men. I'm gonna let you go, but I hate when our men with a passion. You know this. Mm-hmm. You probably heard it too. Mm-hmm. When the or game. If you rather this or you rather that. How many times you heard on podcasts or just any men, men you're just hanging around and all that. How many times you heard this question? Would you rather have a daughter that's a hoe or a son that's gay? How many times you heard it?
All the time.
A lot. And most of the times, what they say?
The daughter.
The daughter's a hoe. It's frustrating.
Man, we preaching today.
It's frustrating. It's frustrating because as a heterosexual male, I'd rather my son be straight. But my thing is, I am not going to shit on him or to look down on him.
Shun, yep.
Or shun him because he happens to be gay.
Mm-hmm.
He's a good person. He does what he's supposed to do. I'm cool with that. Do your thing. But I'm not about to have my daughter out here having sex with whoever, getting diseases, having kids out of wedlock.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Don't have no respect for yourself. You know, putting dirt on our name because you're my daughter. You got my last name, and you just out here just slutting the world.
Free balling.
You just out here just slutting the world. You know what I'm saying? That's what I'm like, okay, when they ask that question, I'm like, is he a good person?
Facts.
Does he do what he's supposed to do?
Yeah.
Do he love the Lord? You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. I don't care. I mean, I ain't gonna say I don't care, but
yeah, I know what you mean.
I love him.
Yeah. That's still your boy.
It's still my boy. That's still my girl. You know what I'm saying? No matter if they or them. You know what I'm saying? You know, I don't want to disrespect nobody. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's what's wrong with our we focus on too much of the wrong shit.
Mm-hmm.
Focus on the character. The character.
Yeah.
Their orientation has nothing to do with their character. Nothing to do with their character. Because there's a lot of straight people who ain't shit.
Right.
There's a lot of straight people who are terrible human beings, but you treat them better than a person that's gay just because they're gay.
Right.
That makes no sense to me. You don't have to. You don't have to like it.
Right.
You don't have to do it, but you respect that person because they're a person.
Facts.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
I mean that.
It bothers that bothers me, bro, and that bothers me. And then and then us men, if you hang with them, you know what I'm saying? You automatically no. One of the realest dudes I ever met in my life, DeMario. Rest in peace to my boy. He was gay, and that was my man. That was my dog. That I would go to a back alley with and feel like he would have my back no matter what.
Facts. Yeah. Yeah.
Like,
Loyalty.
bro, we gotta stop.
But I mean, it starts. Number one, it starts with respect.
Right.
Right. That's where it starts. Number one, if you have respect for yourself, you're gonna have respect for others.
Right.
Automatically, without even trying. Right. We used this example before on the show, but like just in terms of like us as men, there's already automatically mutual respect. Because at a moment's notice, furniture can start moving, right? So automatically, there's a baseline right there. So if we carry that with everyone else, regardless of what they believe in, or how they live, or how they decide to live their life,
Or skin tone.
we will come to realize and learn that, like, damn, you know what? We got a lot more in common than we think. And realize.
It took me a while. It took me a while, bro. Cause like I said, like your upbringing can say a lot, but you don't have to be totally defined by your upbringing.
Right. Yeah.
Because my dad was a huge homophobe.
Right.
He was a huge. Like I couldn't even sit on Santa lap.
Right.
Like it was that.
I remember you telling me that. Yeah.
It was that serious. Like I'm standing next to Santa like this. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I'm saying? Hey, rest in peace, Dennis Young. I love you to death. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I love you to death, but like, you know what I'm saying? You don't have to be defined by that.
Right.
You can be open minded and all that. It took me a while, you know what I'm saying? Because, you know, it was that stigma. It was like if you hang with them, you are that. You know what I'm saying? That's how it was. You know what I'm saying? But like with me getting older, I'm like, this is ridiculous. So I'm about to lose out on a great person to be in my life because they happen to like the same sex. That's stupid.
Right.
That's dumb. Like that don't make no sense to me. You know what I'm saying? Like that's dumb to me.
We put
A couple of the best friends I ever had were gay.
Yeah.
What's the problem? I get it. The Bible, I get it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But you shun this person, but your cousin is
Right.
a sexual offender.
Right. Right. At the end of the day, it's not our job to judge anyone.
No.
Our creator.
Now,
Right.
is it
It's the ultimate
bad
Our
people that
our-
happen to be gay? Yes.
Right.
Yes.
Right.
That's the case.
But I mean, the
But
more
I don't hate you because I don't like you because you're gay. I hate you because what you're doing.
right.
Right.
What you're doing
Right. Right.
is what are you doing and not who you doing. You know what I'm
Right.
saying?
Right.
It's what you're
Yeah.
doing, not who you're doing. What you're doing.
Yeah.
Because it's people out there that I'm not gonna front like it's not people out there that use that to be demonic and shit. Like I know people like that. There's a person in my family that's like that. I'm not gonna bring them up because I don't need to bring them up right now. You know what I'm saying? But you know what I'm saying? Because I've been sexually assaulted. You know what I'm saying? By a family member. I'm gonna be a man. You know what I'm saying? So if any person, you know what I'm saying, would be understandable to be a homophobe, it's me.
You
Yes.
never knew that.
Yes.
Okay.
If I can get through that and look at people as a character,
Yeah.
Yeah.
anybody can.
Yeah.
Anybody can. And I literally forgave him.
Mm.
It took a while, but I did that for myself.
Mm.
You know what I'm saying? We got to look at what's inside. That's why I wanted to bring this up because it's, you know what I'm saying, going through that was rough. And I feel like if people that go through that like I went through and still able to look through the people inside, their character, it shouldn't be an issue for anybody else to go through that.
I mean, every day is a fight to keep the devil off your back.
Yeah.
Every day is a fight to live the straight and narrow. We all sin.
Right.
We all do. Right?
Yep.
That's why Jesus Christ died for us. Right? I'm not going to get overly religious, but just the more of what I'm saying is, and what you're saying, Scoop, is while we're here, we have a job to do. Right? The job is very, very important. And in the process of doing that job, we're going to meet all kinds of different people. Good, evil, whatever. But the point is, what you do while you're here on this earth is important. How you treat people is important.
Yep.
Because, and this is why, as much as I can, and I'm not perfect, but I treat everyone the same. Respect, because we're all human.
Yeah.
At the end of the day, you never know what somebody is going through. Right? For the longest, I was battling depression. Didn't even realize it. Didn't even realize it. You know what I'm saying? But when you're used to always feeling like you're okay, and then when
Yeah.
you realize you're not okay, like you have to get
It's a culture shock.
It's a culture shock, and it was for me. And I had to get comfortable with understanding and realizing, like, damn, I'm not okay.
Yeah.
I'm the rock for everybody else. I'm good. I'm strong, and of course that's the case. However, we're all gonna go through those ebbs and flows throughout life, right? We're all gonna make bad decisions at some point in our life.
Yeah.
right? We're not going to, and I mean, some is you can recover from, some you can't. But if you're able to recover from that, what you do going forward, like you said, Scoop, matters, right? Because you can make a mistake once, and it's truly a mistake. You make that same mistake a second time, it's a choice. You know what I'm saying? So we have to keep that in mind within ourselves every single day when we are interacting with people or when we go through things.
You are what you continually do.
Yes. Yeah. Because I used to say that you are the company that you keep. And I still firmly believe that you are the company you keep. However, in the process of trying to keep said company, the devil is going to bring people in your life that is trying to distract you from ultimately what and who you're trying to be in this life. You know what I'm saying? And we have to be able to have discernment and understanding that, yeah, you know what? I shouldn't go there. Or you know what? I shouldn't be hanging around them. Because it's a distraction.
Yeah, bro.
Ultimately.
It's you just hit me with that one. The company you keep, man. I had to make a tough decision. To cut off it kind of makes me sad just thinking about it because I try not to think about it a lot. To cut off one of my brothers, you know who I'm talking about.
Yeah.
It's hard. You got to make, I'm all right. To make decisions like that. Because
you gotta protect yourself, bro.
Because like, I mean, you are the company you keep, and then like, so when you have a close bond with somebody, and you see the person they becoming, and the actions that they have, no matter how close you are with them, you see it.
Yeah.
And it's like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I it's hard to be close with somebody when you're the godfather of their child and they don't take care of their child.
Right.
And you've been knowing this about this person for a while. And
you was giving it a pass.
Not a pass, but I know you're better than that.
Yeah.
I know you're better than that. You're around real men. Like, I understand that. Even other people in my family, you know what I'm saying? Because when people like that's close to you, it could be a brother, it could be an auntie, a cousin, and you got to separate yourself. They make it seem like it's easy. It's not. It's not. It's not. It's a lot of people in my family I'm not seeing eye to eye right now.
Right.
Me and my brother, we do not talk because of that. And that's not hard. I mean, that's not easy.
Right.
It's extremely difficult. And sometimes you have to make that choice.
Yeah.
You have to make that choice. And you got to do what's good for you. And you got to do what's good for them.
Right.
Because you're not about to keep being blessed by my presence and you doing that foolishness.
Right.
I'm not continue to be around you while you doing that foolishness. I was be my family. You don't see me. That's the reason why.
All right.
I don't go to family functions. There's a reason why. You know the reason why.
All right.
It's tough because you love them, but it's the character too.
Yeah, you love him to
Yeah.
death.
If that's not right, then
It's not right. It's not right. It's hard.
yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And then they just be like, well, come back to me. You need to change. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm putting this in the atmosphere. Like, I'm gonna have some change in my family. I'm going to put that in the atmosphere. We're gonna have some change. You know what I'm saying? But till you're willing, it got to be both parties willing though.
Right.
If you're not willing to put in the work, I can't, because I got to do what I got to do.
Right. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And this is what this platform is for. To talk about what we need to talk about. Now, yeah, we a bull jive. We you know, it would be a little vulgar. We joke around. You know what I'm saying? But substance, that's what we here for.
Mm-hmm.
We to entertain, but we here to inspire.
Mm-hmm.
We want to get to the root of the problem. We want to touch everybody.
Right.
No matter the skin tone, no matter the creed, no matter what. The language, there's subtitles. You know what I'm saying? They got subtitles now.
On that note, I'm just gonna put a bow on the show on that note. Brandy, any last closing thoughts before we get up out
And tell them where they can find you and shop with you.
You can find me. Well, thank you guys for having me, first of all. I really appreciate that. You can find me on Instagram at InnerFlydom and at Chocolate City Tennis Club. And the website is innerflydom.com. Thank you guys again for having me.
Anytime, sis. Anytime. Scoop. Any last closing thoughts?
Man, unity.
This was a word.
I just
today.
want to preach
Yeah.
unity. You know what I'm saying? We as the human race, we got to live on this earth together. And we ain't going nowhere without no unity. You know what I'm saying? So I push that. I hope that y'all got the message from this episode. And like I always say at the end of these episodes, plenty of podcasts is made, but nobody, I mean nobody, lay it down like Spades. Like, subscribe, YouTube, Instagram, Spotify.
We got to fix our home first before we can fix the rest of the world. And on that note, I'm ending the show off of that. Thank y'all for tuning into the show. Thank y'all for the participation. As always, we will see y'all in 2 weeks. We are Spade Podcast. We out. Peace.